even when it was just he and I. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Ooh, and I'm feeling good. And speaking of feeling good, Morgan made you feel good. When you walked into a room, Morgan made you feel good. Morgan loved life. Morgan loved living life. Morgan loved seeing others live life. The one thing that struck me about Morgan, I remember when I first met Morgan, I was actually a little bit off-put by him, and I'll tell you why. Because I have this very big personality. And it was the first time I had met someone who suddenly intimidated me when they walked into a room. And I mean, how many folks when you first met Morgan, it was like, wow, that is a lot of person. He took up a lot of space in the room. And you know what Morgan really taught me was that don't apologize for being who you are. And that was really important for me as a black woman, because as a woman of color, right? All my women of color know, particularly black women, we are living in a world that openly hates us, right? People will try to make you feel small. People will make you apologize. Women, no matter what color or ethnicity or class, apologize more than men. It is a proven fact. We apologize. We walk into a room, we say, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, I need to ask you a question. Morgan's thing was do not apologize for who you are. You are big, you are bold, you are black, you are amazing, and be that person. And whoever doesn't like that, oh well, hey girl, right? That was Morgan's favorite thing when he saw me, hey girl. He taught me to not apologize for the space that I took up in a room. Morgan held us accountable. And he did it in like the happiest sort of, you didn't even know he was calling you to the carpet. Morgan would send me letters in the mail. Oh, missed you at that event last week. You know how important it is for us as black people to show up for one another. Not by email, not on Facebook. I'm talking an actual letter that he wrote, along with an article from 1867 that he found on microfiche. Who in the hell even uses microfiche anymore? Nobody. Morgan did. Morgan had a whole library and would invite people over for cookies and tea that he made in the sun and cucumber sandwiches. And I'm like, dude, you live in the Bronx, you know that, right? He would say, no, just come and sit in my library and just get a peace of mind. Morgan was the kind of person where there was never just a casual talk with Morgan. We'd be out somewhere in the street corner and we'd be talking and Morgan, he'd be telling you about something and then he'd weave it in nature. He'd be like, yeah, because like this maple sap tree right here on the corner that it originally came from so and so and so. And you'd be like, who in the hell does this? Morgan did it. Morgan did it. And then he was just so flamboyant with the big hats. And I mean, I remember I ran into him one time just walking my kids from school. He had a whole group of youth for him from Action, from the Point. And I saw him and I was like, damn. Not because I didn't love seeing him, but because I knew I was about to become a part of Morgan's walking tour. There was no way. He felt like if you know better and do better, it is your responsibility to teach others to know and to do better. That was it. There was no ifs, ands, buts about it. And I was like, well, you know, Morgan, I'm kind of in a rush. I got the 2 kids. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll take the kids and you talk to the kids. So here's Morgan walking around with one kid in the hand and the other one in my arms. And all of a sudden, I'm educating these youth from the Point. And I remember I still have those pictures because he sent me he made prints and he sent them to me in the mail. And I saw him at the People's Climate March, and he was his usual self with the big hat and the hey girl and the camera and educating us. And that's who Morgan was. That was his light. He just taught me so much about myself. He taught me so much about the borough that I lived in. He taught me so much about black people. Let me tell you something about Morgan. Morgan loved being black. Morgan loved being black. And anybody who's black knows how difficult that can be sometimes in a world that wants to erase your history, wants to erase your contributions. I do call Morgan an activist. I do call Morgan a revolutionary. Because in a world that wanted to erase our history, Morgan said, you're not going to silence me. I will find every article and I will document it. And even if you burn up all these papers, I will tell every person about this article that I read. I don't send this to 10 other people in the mail. You are not going to erase us. You will not erase us. There's this song by Adele that I really love. And she wrote it about London, but every time I hear it, I love it as an activist because it reminds me of how much I love New York City, how much I love my community. And so it reminds me, as I was thinking on the way over here and thinking about what I was going to say, it reminded me a lot of Morgan because it really talks about loving people in your community, being resilient. And so I'll just sing the song for you. I think the words are self-explanatory. I've been walking in the same way that I've been missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heels and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I can call? No one, thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Around my hometown, memories are fresh. Around my hometown, ooh, the people I've met are the wonders of my world, are the wonders of my world, are the wonders of these worlds, are the wonders of mine. I like it in the city when the air is so thick and opaque. I love it to see everybody in short skirts, shorts, and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit, shows that we are united, shows that we ain't gonna take it. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit, shows that we are united. Around my hometown, memories are fresh. Around my hometown, ooh, the people I met, ooh, all the wonders of my world, all the wonders of my world, all the wonders of these worlds, all the wonders of my world.